3 weeks ago, I told you guys that it's going to get wild for Pltr, and in today's video, I'm going to go over technical analysis as well as some fundamental analysis for Pltr, give you guys some latest news about the CTO, what he had to say about the company, and also go through my portfolio a little bit and tell you what I'm doing with Pltr stock and specific strategies that I'm running with options. So let's jump into it. 3 weeks ago, I said that basically Pltr is going to get wild, and for good reason. The stock has been on an absolute tear. This company is an AI play, okay? I may have missed the boat on Nvidia, but I have not missed the boat on Pltr, and I've been talking about Pltr for a very, very long time. I think this company still has so much more room to run, and I think the momentum here on the stock is absolutely insane. Typically, I'm looking at the Bollinger Band, and Pltr right now is peeking through the Bollinger Band. I mean, it's going up this mountain. It's going up Mount Everest. But hey, there is so much more fuel. This is like a rocket. And I think this rocket is going to continue going. I mean, I can really see Pltr heading over to $50 per share. And I want to mention that this is a AI play. Like, they literally just won a new contract with the US Army to build AI-enabled vehicles. And this is basically, what they have to say. Let's watch this clip really quickly, and then I'm going to show you some option strategies.
Pltr having its best day in a month on news that it will become prime contractor for the U.S. Army's Titan program to build an AI-enabled vehicle. Initial contract, $178 million for the first 10 prototypes. This is a high-profile win for Pltr, which the military picked over an industry stalwart, RTX. Marks the first time a software company becomes prime contractor of a big hardware program. You can see shares end of the day up about 10%. Well, Pltr's Chief Technology Officer, Shyam Sankar, joins us now exclusively to discuss. Shyam, it's great to have you back on the show. Welcome.
Thanks, Morgan. Great to be back with you.
All right, so this is significant. It's meaningful for the company, as I just mentioned, this milestone of being a software company that is now prime contractor for a high-profile hardware program. What does this enable for Pltr, and how does it speak to the role that software, and particularly AI, is increasingly playing in military applications?
We've been talking for a while about how software is eating the world. I think this is a manifestation of just that here. We have a vehicle that you wouldn't traditionally associate with a software company, but we are delivering an AI-defined vehicle that's going to provide deep sensing to enable long-range precision fires. And really, this vehicle was built around the soldier to enable their workflows. And it's another manifestation of how AI is changing the face of warfare.
So the CTO is very positive, and just in general, the management team over at Pltr is phenomenal. So let me go into Pltr stock, PLTR. Now, I wish I had a lot more of this stock. I have a little bit in my other portfolio, but overall, I wish I had more Pltr. It's just been a little bit difficult for me because I have so much Apple right now, which has gone down. But speaking about Pltr, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to add more shares to my portfolio. I want to at least triple or quadruple my position. I want to get up to 1,000 or 2,000 shares. And right now, actually, I believe in Pltr so much that I don't have a covered call position because I don't want to sell a covered call. If I were to sell a covered call and the stock continues to go up, I would have to either, roll my position higher for a debit typically, or I would have to lose my shares, which I don't want to do. So as soon as the market opens up today, I'm going to be buying more Pltr stock. Now, the thing is, a lot of people would say, like, why would you buy the stock? If your average cost is 20, it's way more than your average cost. Thing is, it doesn't matter. I'm dollar cost averaging into Pltr. I want to build my position. I'm going to continue to build my position. I've traded this stock a lot. I've made a lot of money by running the wheel strategy. So for example, here's the wheel strategy on Pltr. If I go to Pltr options, this is what I've been doing. I've been very, very successful with it. However, I keep losing my shares, and it's a taxable event. So what I mean by taxable event is, let's say I sell a put option. Like for example, I go to sell, put, and then I go to March 15. If I sell a put on March 15, I get like put at $26, and then I sell a covered call, right? That's the wheel strategy. I sell a covered call at, say, $26 as well, or $27, and it goes to 27, I lose my shares. And I've done that over and over again on Pltr because it is a volatile stock. This stock goes up and down, which is a good thing for an option seller. I've been able to collect income. I've been able to enter the stock and exit. But honestly, at this time, I think I want to kind of settle down, and I just want to build a bigger position and not lose my shares. So I would do something like going out like, say, 8 days or 15 days. Heck, even I can go out like 43 days, so like April 19 here, and I would go a little bit more aggressive. So typically I say the best delta is like 30, but for Pltr, since I want to get assigned, I'm literally itching to get into the stock. I want to increase my position because I have a big belief about this stock. I've been having a big belief about it for honestly like couple of years now. I've been talking about Palantir for a long time. And what I would do here is I would go for a little bit more aggressive delta. So you can see that the delta is 0.43, okay? 0.43 delta is pretty high. That means there's a 43% chance of me getting assigned. Now, this is actually good if I want to acquire the shares. So right here, you can see that the premium is $1.87. That is absolutely insane because 4 times 26 is $1. This is almost about 7%. This is about a 7% return per contract. So I'm going to sell, let's say 10 contracts. I'm going to collect 1,000. So if I go to continue, I go to 10 contracts. I can collect $1,870. Yeah, I'm putting up $24,000, but I'm happy to buy this stock. So this is a non-losing strategy. This is what I like to do. This is my bread and butter strategy. This is what I like to focus on. I like to have a non-losing strategy. That means if the market pulls back, I'm happy because I get to own Palantir. If the market goes up, cool. I still get to win because I'm collecting this premium upfront, enters the cash in my account, and then I'm free to use that cash for whatever I like. Here, the delta is 0.43, basically 0.44. The implied volatility is very high. This is higher than Tesla. So the premium is very juicy. Now, this could mean they have earnings coming up. This could mean there's events coming up. That's fine. It doesn't matter to me because I'm a long-term investor. I'm jumping into the stock for the long term. For me, it doesn't matter that the stock is going to pull back because let's actually take a look. If it were to pull back, right, let's say that it pulled back to even $20, which we see there's a little bit of a double peak and there's some selling pressures here. So a lot of investors may have thought that this was the top, and yeah, little do they know there's some good news coming, and boom, we shot up like a rocket, like literally from 16 to 24. In my Discord, we were actually in this place, so I'm really happy about this. But look, if it pulls back and if this, like, let's actually go from the line to candlestick. So if this gap goes down, a lot of these candlestick technical investors will say when there's a gap up, there's typically a gap down. So here what we can see is maybe we'll get a little bit of retracement. That's fine, okay? I still see the long-term bull trend. Like if I were to draw some trend lines, I mean, we bounced really heavy here from this level, which was under $10. And then easily there's good support at around $15. You can actually see that I have another line here because there's really good support at around just 1480. I think around 1480 there was really good support. There's a good support here, another one, and this stock just bounced up. Okay, so can there be downside? Sure, but would I be happy to own the shares? Absolutely. So for me, selling puts is literally the best strategy. Now, another thing you could do, and it's a very similar strategy. Actually, a lot of people blow their mind, but a cash secured put is actually very similar to a covered call. So if you were to buy 100 shares right now, you can also sell a call option, and I would recommend selling a call option that gives you some room for upside, okay? Sometimes, like in my double dividend strategy, I am happy to sell like very close to the money, like $27, like right there. But the thing is, with Palantir, since I believe in the upside, I wouldn't sell something close to the money. I would actually go a little bit farther out of the money. So for example, I'd buy 100 shares at basically $27, okay? Then I would sell a call option. I would go out to 30. Honestly, I would give yourself some upside because from 27 to 30, that's $3. That's a little bit over a 10% return. And then you still get to collect about $88 worth of premium. So for me, collecting $88 worth of premium is amazing because that's like 3.5% in 43 days. All right, so that's basically 3% per month plus 11% of upside, okay? And Palantir could do that. Like if I go to the 2-year chart, Palantir is basically at a 52-week high. However, in this market right now, guys, I'm telling you, momentum is one of the biggest factors literally ever. Like when I was working at a hedge fund in Philadelphia, I was working at PNC Capital Advisors. We're looking at a multi-factor model, okay? Pay attention. This is super important. If you're losing attention, I'm telling you right now. Listen, a multi-factor model is basically looking at different factors. For example, how is, like if I go to statistics right now, what is the PE ratio? What is the PEG ratio, price to earnings group ratio? What's the price to book ratio? They're looking at different statistics, like what's the short ratio, okay? They're looking at different factors. And the biggest factor, the most important factor of all that trumps all the others by far, okay? We looked at 48 factors. One factor had 90%, seriously, 90% of the attribution, okay? Attribution just means the results. 90% of the results were from momentum, okay? That's basically like you're trying to get in shape and you're eating like chicken and broccoli, but 90% of the results is through sleep, okay? 90% of results is through hydration. Same thing with the stock market. 90% of the results is momentum. I actually like to ride momentum. I've just been scared to ride momentum on NVIDIA. I'm scared to look stupid. It's a little bit of my weakness, okay? But we all have a weakness, and I just want to be smart. I'd rather be smart and safe than sorry. But with Palantir, I took a look at the facts, I look at the momentum, and the momentum just looks amazing. Look, I'm not sponsored by this stock. I could care less. I'm just trying to put some money in your pocket. I'm just looking out for my subscribers. I hope that I'm doing basically God's work here to just help you learn how to invest. For me, being in high quality companies, making a steady return to my portfolio is much more important for me than becoming the richest person ever, okay? I just want steady returns. That's why I'm in Apple. Apple hasn't been working out super well for me. I actually just got assigned on Apple 190. But when I'm bullish, I hang on. I don't change my mind. I have a long-term mindset when it comes to investing. That's Palantir for me. That's Apple. I love Amazon. I also have Target. Target killed it on earnings. Absolutely crushed it. We've been making money hand over fist, as well as Walmart. I really like Walmart post-split. It went up a little bit, not as much as I would like, but it went up. I have a very concentrated portfolio right now, and my biggest goal right now is to put more money to work on Palantir. I don't cover many stocks on this channel. Palantir is one of my favorite. So I'm trying to be in AI right now. I need AI exposure because right now the AI trend is super strong, and a lot of people are investing in AMD, NVIDIA. Like if I look at NVIDIA doesn't even make sense to me. I've been wrong in NVIDIA, okay? I admit it, but it doesn't even make sense. It's $900. Like, that is insane. If I look at the 3-month chart, this stock is up 97%. Like, this is a hockey puck stick. This is typical like compound interest. This is insanity, okay? But I guess it makes sense for some investors, or they're just missing out on the hype. I don't know. Like, let me know in the comment section. Do you think NVIDIA is going to go up to $1,000 per share? Or, is it just hype? Like, is this stock going to pull back? I've been waiting for a pullback, but I'm just sitting out of this stock right now. I'd rather be in something more predictable, and I'd rather be early on a trend, okay? When I traveled the world, right, and I was in Medellin, Colombia for a little bit. I really like the fruit out there. I like the people. Everyone's nice. This was a while ago, but I met this guy who sold the company to Ethereum, okay? He was part of Ethereum. This guy was so rich, and he was just telling me the best way to make money, the best way to become a multimillionaire. I mean, this guy might have been a billionaire. I don't even know, right? He didn't tell me that. I'm not gonna ask him like, hey, what's your net worth? But this guy was basically like, hey, I'm just meditating all day. I'm just hanging out because I have enough money. And I know enough money for this guy was like a lot of money, like 100 mil. He told me you want to be early on trends. If you can get into a trend early, that's how you make the most money. I mean, just look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, he was, if I were to type in Jeff Bezos' his office right now, right? Jeff Bezos' office, he was grinding hard. Like, look at Dr. Jeff, okay? Mr. Jeff was sitting here in front of his screen, Amazon.com. But the thing is, he was early on the internet play, okay? He saw that the internet was growing, so he started putting out books on the internet, and then Amazon, that was history from there. Amazon turned in from books to retail to, healthcare to like everything, right? Now they sell everything. Then they had Prime, then they had like one-day delivery. He just scaled up, and that's what I see with Palantir as well. As they keep winning these government contracts, they're going to keep printing money, and being friends with the government, that pays the big bucks, okay? And also being part of AI, implementing your infrastructure into a company like Palantir does, it is really hard to leave, guys. That is a business with a wide moat. That's exactly what Warren Buffett talks about. He talks about having a business with a wide moat. A wide moat means it's hard to compete. It is difficult to compete with Palantir. It is almost impossible. Once they come in, once they implement their infrastructure, the government or these big companies, they're hooked. They can't get off, because even if they wanted to get off, there's big transition cost, okay? That is what you want in a company. And, same thing with Procter and Gamble. People using that, toothpaste, toilet paper, they're not going to stop. It doesn't matter what kind of times there are. Everyone needs that, everyone's going to brush their teeth. Same thing with Palantir. It's almost like a consumer staple within software, and that's what I really like. All right, so that's my opinion on Palantir. Obviously don't overdo it. Be balanced, have risk management in place, asset allocation, all these important things that I teach on this channel. Please subscribe. We just hit 250,000 subscribers. I would love to hit 300,000 subscribers. Please share with a friend. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.